अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हम रोजाना पाकिस्तान की हिफाजत के लिए और आलमगीर अमन कायम होने के लिए जिक्र कर रहे हैं, और खासकर इमरान खान साहब और उसकी बेगम और उस्ताद बुशरा बीबी जी की हिफाजत के लिए, उनके सब सच्चे सपोर्टर्स की हिफाजत के लिए और सब साफ दिल पाकिस्तानियों की हिफाजत के लिए हम ये रोजाना जिक्र कर रहे हैं। दोनों टाइम सुबह 7:30 बजे और शाम 8:30 बजे पाकिस्तानी टाइम। और हम पाकिस्तान में हकीकी आज़ादी और पाक इस्लाम कायम होने के लिए भी ये दुआ कर रहे हैं। पाक इस्लाम का मतलब है मोहब्बत, इंसाफ, सच्चाई, इखलाक, रहमत, माफी, हमेशा अल्लाह सुब्हान व तआला को याद करना और जिक्र करते ही रहना और दूसरों की खिदमत में लगे रहना। इसी पाक इस्लाम को हुजूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने तकरीबन 1500 साल पहले मदीना मुनव्वरा में कायम किया, और उसी पाक इस्लाम को अभी ही इंशाअल्लाह मदीना सानी पाकिस्तान में फिर कायम किया जा रहा है। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। कितनी खुशी की बात है कि हम भी इस जिहाद में हिस्सा ले सकते हैं। जिक्र करने से कहा जाता है जिक्र सबसे तेज तलवार है जिहाद में। तो आप भी जब कभी मुमकिन है हमारे साथ ये जिक्र जरूर करें। और हम 5 जबानों में जिक्र कर रहे हैं अभी। अल्लाह मतलब अरबी में, और इमैनुअल ये अंग्रेजी लफ्ज भी है अभी, इसका मतलब है अल्लाह पाक हमारे साथ है। और आदोनाय ये हिब्रू जबान में है, का मतलब है खुदा। और राम जिसका मतलब है इस संस्कृत या हिंदी जबान में, इसका मतलब है अल्लाह पाक जो हमेशा खुश रहता है और हमेशा सब दूसरों को खुशी देता है। और आखिर में एक ओमकार ये पंजाबी जबान में है, इसका मतलब है अल्लाह पाक जो सब चीजों का सर चश्मा है। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मदिन व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा सल्लैता अला इब्राहीम व अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद। अल्लाहुम्मा बारिक अला मुहम्मदिन व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा बारकता अला इब्राहीम व अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद। अल्लाह 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 Emmanuel, 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 Emmanuel. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. 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 Ram, 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 Ram. Ek Omkar, 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 Ek Omkar. Ek Omkar, 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 Ek Omkar. Ek Omkar, 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 Ek Omkar. Ek Omkar, 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 Ek Omkar. Ek Omkar, 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 Ek Omkar. Ek Omkar, Ek Omkar, Ek Omkar, Ek Omkar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. ربینہ جی ہاں آپ دعا کریں اردو میں پاکستان کی حفاظت کے لیے اور پوری دنیا میں امن قائم ہونے کے لیے بھی.
اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. فاكهة ويرزق سما في معطوف فاكهة رب سبايوت رب موسى رب مسیح رب حبیب رب الفاب. اے اللہ، اے آسمانوں کے رب اور زمین کے رب، عرش عظیم کے رب، اے ہمارے رب، تمام انسانوں کے رب، ہندو مسلم سکھ عیسائی کے بولیوں کے رب، ہر چیز کے رب، دانے اور تکلیف اٹھانے والے، تورات انجیل اور قرآن کو نازل کرنے والے، تمام شر والی چیزوں کو جن کی پیشانی آپ ہی پکڑے ہوئے ہیں، تمام ان سے تمام پاکستانیوں کی اور تمام صاف دل اسلام نظریہ رکھنے والے لوگوں کو آپ کی پناہ میں دیتی ہوں. پاکستان کی عمران خان کی خاص طور پہ اور ان کی بیگم بشریٰ بیوی کی، ان کی اور ان کے تمام سپورٹرز کی جو کہ پاکستان میں حقیقی آزادی کی جدوجہد میں لگے ہوئے، ان کی حفاظت فرما اور مدد فرما، تاکہ پاکستان میں جو کہ مدینہ ثانی ہے، اس میں حقیقی اسلام جو حضور صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے 1500 سال پہلے مدینہ منورہ میں قائم کیا تھا، دوبارہ قائم ہو جائے. اور تمام مذاہب کے لوگ محبت، اتفاق، صلح اور امن کے ساتھ مل جل کر اللہ کا ذکر کریں اور آپس کے اختلافات دور کر کے اللہ کی محبت کے سائے میں جمع ہو جائیں.
آمین.
تمام دنیا میں امن قائم ہو جائے. तमाम पाकिस्तानियों को पाक इस्लाम रखिया रखने वालों को जिंदा कौम बना दे, उन्हें
आमीन
हकीकी आज़ादी का शऊर अता कर दे, उन्हें
आमीन
अपनी जान माल और ज़बान से खिदमत खल्क़िल्लाह करने की तौफीक दे। अल्लाह
आमीन
ताला की खुशी और रज़ा हासिल करके खास बंदों में शामिल हो जाए। अपने अंदर वो क्वालिटीज़ पैदा करें जो आप अल्लाह ताला हम मदीना सानी के लोगों में चाहते हैं। या अल्लाह हमें कायदे आज़म और अल्लामा इकबाल के नज़रिए पाकिस्तान को फॉलो करने की तौफीक दीजिए।
आमीन
साफ दिल पाकिस्तान को और तमाम आलम इंसानी को माफ़ कर दीजिए। अपनी
आमीन
रहमत, अपनी बरकत, अपना रिज़्क़, अपना फज़ल हम पर फैला दीजिए और तमाम दुनिया में अमन अमान कायम कर दीजिए। जो लोग
आमीन
पाक इस्लाम और पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ काम कर रहे हैं, इन्हें
आमीन
रास्ते से हटा दीजिए। जो कि महज अपनी ज़ाती ख्वाहिशात और हवस से ज़र और इक़्तिदार के लिए तमाम
आमीन
लोगों को नुकसान पहुंचा रहे हैं। और
आमीन
पाकिस्तान को तमाम दुनिया के लिए एक मिसाली मुल्क बना दीजिए ताकि सब इसको देख के फॉलो करें और जैसा खुद भी बनने की कोशिश करें। इस जिक्र में शामिल तमाम अफराद और उनके अहल वयाल और आने वाली नस्लों को पाकिस्तान पर कायम करें
आमीन
और अपने खास बंदों में शामिल करें।
आमीन
रब्बना तक़ब्बल मिन्ना इन्नका अंतस समीउल अलीम तुब अलैना इन्नका अंतत तव्वाबुर रहीम सुब्हान रब्बिका रब्बिल इज़्ज़ति अम्मा यसिफून सलामुन अलल मुरसलीन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन आमीन सुम्मा आमीन।
आमीन सुमा आमीन। शुक्रिया। हम पढ़ रहे हैं कुरान शरीफ के 43वां सूरा ज़ुखरूफ और 75वीं आयत। We are reading today from the Holy Quran, Surah 43, Gold Adornments, and the 75th verse. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A'udhu billahi min shaitan ar-Rajim. No wise will the punishment be lightened for them, and in despair will they be there overwhelmed. So we are being reminded that those who refuse, for whatever reason, because we always have our free choice, those who refuse, even after being given repeated warnings and given repeated messages and assistance and guidance, to refuse to surrender to God and actually develop enmity towards God, when the punishment comes, when the judgment comes, they will regret. This is the mercy of God, that He punishes those who refuse to surrender, because our natural position, our real position, is surrender to God. We are dependent upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything. And if we cut ourselves off from Him, it's just like a branch of a tree. If it would cut itself off from the tree, how could it survive? The life of the branch comes from the tree. So we are so totally dependent on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He gives us everything we need, and more than we can expect, more than we can imagine, He gives us, if we just connect ourselves to Him and pray to Him. And if we refuse, that is not His choice, that is our choice, to be punished and to be burning in the fire of regret. It is not Allah really who punishes us. It is we who punish ourselves. All right. We have many comments and questions today. Bakiman Heaven says, why do you think some people of the public are against Imran Khan? Well, the main reason, I have no doubt, is because of the media repeatedly lying and saying bad things about him. That's the main reason, I would say. Of course, there are other reasons. People have different prejudices and different ideas about what a Muslim leader should be, and so maybe he doesn't fit in with their ideas. That could be another reason. But the main reason, undoubtedly, is this is the program of the satanic forces. In fact, what was his name now? Himmler, I think, was Hitler's propaganda minister. And he said that if you can just keep repeating lies again and again and again, especially in the media, every opportunity you get, and the bigger the lie, the more the people will believe it. You just keep repeating it. So that's what they're doing. They're repeating all these lies about Imran Khan. It's even embarrassing to mention, but one, I could hardly believe it when I saw it. Uh, some satanic media said when Imran Khan survived the assassination attempt, they wrote that he was the cause of the assassination attempt. He staged that just so he could become glorified as somebody who had been saved from an assassination attempt by the mercy of God. This is how horrible and disgusting these lies become. So, by repeating these lies and all sorts of lies, that's the main reason I believe some people, innocent people, or maybe they have reasons why they are against him of their own personal reasons, but I'm convinced that he is a sincere, intelligent, hardworking, and very, very good Muslim. But people are being misled by media, especially. Pakiman Heaven goes on. Why is the Pakistani public so demoralized? We don't see any protest or fight against the establishment. Well, there is some, but the main reason, not only in Pakistan, in fact, the Pakistani people are less demoralized than the American people. In America, too, the same satanic forces are destroying America. This current American government really was regime change movement, although they covered it up, but uh, there's a president who was not elected, actually, just like Imran Khan was elected, but they replaced him. So in the same way, this current president in America was not actually, he did not win the election. So people should be very furious and demoralized. But anyone who protested, they were immediately branded as conspiracy theorists, and they were threatened with court cases if they kept standing up and telling the truth. So people became demoralized like that here in America too. So I think the main reason is that people are very, very hesitant to um, stand up for something, even if they know it's the truth. They're afraid what might happen to them. The more powerful forces may, as we've seen, so many people, both in America and Pakistan and all over the world, people that stand up against the fake governments, the satanic governments, put in not by real, free, democratic vote. Uh, they see what happens. Uh, Arshad Sharif, and there's so many examples in Pakistan, in America also. So I think that's one of the main reasons demoralization is because they know how powerful the satanic forces are and they become afraid. They may be worried about their own safety or their family's safety, or they may just be so busy trying to get money to maintain their family, they don't have any chance to study carefully what's happening and to uh, give up their personal time to stand up. And but there are certainly many people who are uh, standing up and protesting, protecting Imran Khan. Pakiman Heaven says, do you think there are after effects of colonialism still in the Pakistani community, and that is why there is a Gulami mindset towards America, or is it some other reason? Well, that's definitely one reason. The after effects of colonialism. The British were so expert at instilling this fear and false ideas, whether it was in Pakistan or in India or in Africa or in East Asia, all over the world. The colonialists were so expert at making people think that their own culture, their own religion, their own communities were inferior to the British and now the American. So I think the main reason, or maybe not the main reason, but a major reason certainly is just the after effects of colonialism, yes. I'm sure there are other reasons too, but I thank you for pointing that one out. That was a good point, that the colonialism is still neo-colonialism. It's called. They're still doing the same thing that they were uh, in the colonial times. Atari Chisti says, Amin sum Amin, Amin sum Amin. Shukriya, Atari Chisti Sahib. And Pakiman's heaven says, how merciful will Allah be on Judgment Day? Allah is the Rahman Rahim, and His punishment is also mercy. I've explained this several times recently before. When Allah punishes us, that is like a loving parent punishing a wayward child. For the child's own good, the parent punishes them. So even that punishment is mercy. Allah is always all merciful. In fact, I've said many times the name Toini means Allah is more merciful than He should be. Fakiman Heaven goes on, you have seen the Prophet, peace be upon him, and aliens too, but how come you can't predict the future? Uh, if they don't tell me, I don't know anything. I'm just as ignorant as you. All these, whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm teaching, which has come from their guidance, that depends. I'm not independent. If they don't tell me, I don't know anything. So I'm not a prophet. I can tell the future. I'm only a cockroach who can receive the bits of crumbs from the Holy Prophet and the saints. And of course, there are all types of aliens. Some are good and some are evil too. So yes, I have seen them and talked with them, but only what they tell me can I tell you. They don't. They don't tell me what's in the future. Sometimes they do. Sanam Shabir, Assalamu alaikum, Baba. Pray for me, my work, and also my Sufi path and poetry. Shabir Ahmed from Kashmir, India. Another Kashmiri with us from Indian Kashmir, occupied Kashmir. So we will pray for your Sufi poetry and path. Oh God, please bless Sanam Shamir and make his Sufi efforts and efforts in Sufi poetry not only successful but glorious. That is our prayer for you, Shabir Ahmad Sahib. Pakiman Heaven goes on. In the West, we see protest all the time. The Pakistanis seem they don't have hope in Pakistan. In the West, there is protest, but nowhere near as much as there should be. In fact, it's even shocking and very discouraging how few people protest all the lies that are being promoted by the governments and by the media. So there certainly are Pakistanis who are protesting. In fact, Imran Khan had so many huge jalsas in which hundreds of thousands, even millions of people were protesting. Those meetings were all protests. Okay, finally, Pakiman Heaven says, is thinking that fair skin is also an after effect of colonialism, or is there some other reasons? Oh, that's a very good question. I think this is also an after effect of colonialism. Um, there may be some other reasons too. I don't know, but some people say that the extraterrestrials who were influential on our planet, they were also fair-skinned. So but they're also very dark-skinned, uh, both human beings and extraterrestrials who are extremely elevated spiritually. So I think, yes, that's another after effect of colonialism, because the colonialists were mostly fair-skinned, so they uh, implemented that for their own purposes to control people and make them feel they were inferior, their culture was inferior, and even their bodily color was inferior. Okay, I think we will end now. Pakiman Heaven goes on, fair skin is attractive. Well, dark skin, very dark skin is also attractive. Finally, Pakiman Heaven, this is the last question I'll take. What do aliens look like? Where do they live? Well, they're all different types of aliens. Um, some of them look exactly like human beings. Some of them look like Scandinavians, and some of them look like Africans. And some of them do not look like human beings. They're especially popular or well known are aliens who look like reptiles. Not reptiles, but they have human arms and legs and they stand upright, but they have reptilian features. So there are many others that have different features. And then there are also extraterrestrials who uh, appear like a sphere. So they're all different types of extraterrestrials who have different appearances. But thank you, that's a very good question. Anyway, it doesn't matter what anybody looks like. All what really matters is how much love we have for God and for God's creation. That's the superior person, not a fair person or a dark person or this or that. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Allah Hafiz. Please join us. हमारे साथ ये जिक्र जरूर रोजाना करें. Allah Hafiz. Let's see. Okay. Sabaji, would you like to recite the Surah